Hi guys, I'm Shadow from Shadows of the Wilds, and this is in fact not a booktube video. Well, first things first, sorry I'm looking a little like a mess because I had an allergic reaction to some peanuts I ate because somebody didn't told me that peanuts were in this cake, and so I'm looking like this. Maybe you can also hear it. I'm not feeling quite well, but if I would not do this video now, I wouldn't find the time to do, and probably not the words to do. In fact, this video is not totally a booktube video. It is kind of a reaction video to a booktube video I saw yesterday of Trina from Between Chapters, which started a really great discussion in my opinion. Well, she just done a review of Me Before You by Jojo Moyes and started a discussion about ableism. And ableism is kind of a really important topic in my life, not because I'm a disabled person, I'm a able person, I'm in a good health, but my best friend sitting in a wheelchair, the brother of my godmother, is also disabled. He can't walk. He has also some mental disabilities, and that's why this topic is so important to me. This is not a booktube video. It is just a reaction to this video and to the topic ableism, because I haven't read the book yet. I plan to do it. I have it on my TBR, but I haven't had the time to do so, and I'm really excited about the movie. I'm also really excited about the book, even though it is kind of, well, it has some negative aspects in my opinion, as for the reviews I saw of the book. So ableism, in fact, is the term used for, well, it's hard to describe. I'm not a native speaker. I'm trying to find my words to discuss this thing with you. Well, ableism is just, in fact, it means that disabled persons or persons who are disabled in some way, they can't walk, they can't think well, they're not healthy, they're discriminated in favor of people who are able, like in a good, healthy condition. So ableism is something that hits me like every day. Not so much because of the brother of my godmother, who, well, yeah, he looked after me when I was little, like she had to look after me when I was little, but in fact she just sat there and he played with me and anything, and he can't walk, he has only one arm to use, and that's what makes this so great. And he was able to look after me, and that's the first thing I'm totally... Why are disabled people discriminated? They're people like everyone else. Just because they can't think right or walk right or use every limbs right, they are not different people. They're just people like you and me and everyone else. So that's the first point. The second point is that my best friend's sitting in a wheelchair and I'm passing a lot of time with her. There are people, like when we were in school together, she was one grade under me because she used to can walk, but 5 years ago, she suddenly couldn't walk, and that's why she needed to repeat one school year, and now she's one under me, and that's why we only had the breaks together. And when we walked through school, there were people always looking at us, and especially looking at her. And one time someone asked me how I could be friends with her, and that was really unbelievable for me, because what is there on her that it's not able to be friends with her? Like, why shouldn't I be friends with her just because she got some wheels? It's like, come on guys! Nothing wrong with that. It's just nothing wrong with that. Also, there's this thing in mind of the society that able people are improving the life of disabled people. Okay, they can help them. Right, got that. The other thing is that they also think disabled people can't improve the life of able people. And that's just like, what? Come on, what? She improves my life so much. And every other disabled people, I know a few. I'm not friends with all of them. And sometimes I'm just seeing them and like, come on. You can learn from them sometimes how to be happy. They're happy for so few things and people are just like, no, they can't improve the lives of able people because they're disabled. What are they worth? There is this opinion in society that disabled people, well, in some minds they don't have a right to exist. In other minds they're just like, they don't deserve to be happy because they're ill and they can't do everything. And I don't want to say they can do everything. I could never go climbing with my best friend. So what? I mean, there are other things we can do, and that's not a reason to think that she is worth less than me or less than any other, or it's just a strange thing to me, and it's strange to describe. And I get sometimes just so angry when there are people talking this bullshit. Sorry to say so, but I'm getting so angry when they start talking, disabled people don't deserve to live, disabled people don't deserve to be happy, disabled people can't improve the life of able people, and what the what? This is so strange to me. I can't believe this. So basically, this video is just to tell you out of my own experience that disabled people and able people can improve the lives of each other. They can. There's nothing wrong with it. And they can be friends and they can be best friends. No problem. They can do things together. And there's absolutely no reason to ask someone why they are friends with a disabled person. There is no reason to do so. For what reason? I can't even imagine a reason why this person asked me this. I didn't even give an answer. I just turned away and I went away because this was so unbelievable for me. Maybe I'm a little bit different because I grew up with disabled people, but even so, there's nothing wrong with them. And also in this book, Me Before You, there is this one advice. Will, the disabled person, gives the main character to tell her that she should go out and enjoy her life. But he himself doesn't, well, follow that advice. Follow his own advice. That's a thing I've heard about this book. And not just from Trina, but also from other people. And this is something that I think also comes from society. Because it is so manifested in the minds of the people that disabled people can't be happy or can't be as happy as able people, that maybe in this book he also thinks like that, and maybe some disabled people in reality think like that. Like they think, well, I can't do everything, and other people are thinking that I can't do everything, and they think that I can't be happy, and this is so wrong. Like, guys, come on. Even when you can't walk or you can't talk or whatever disabilities there are in this world, there are a lot. You can always be happy. You can always find a reason to be happy. And that's just one thing I'm really angry about sometimes, when the people say things like that, or even just think things like that and let the others feel it. They don't always have to say something. Sometimes you just see this in their look when they look at a disabled person, that they are, well, that they are that way, and I'm like, yeah. So you see, this video is a mess like me because this is a really, really important topic to me, and I think this should be an important topic to everyone because we have disabled people in our society and there is no reason to get rid of them. And there's no reason to think that they're worth less than anybody else, than an able person. And that's a thing that I find in my everyday life. Every day there's someone like looking at me and my best friend walking to the cinema or where else and be like, why? Why are they doing this? Why is this girl not in her house sitting somewhere in her wheelchair and doing nothing? Why is she blocking a place in the cinema, or why is she blocking the entrance to a building or whatever? And this is just, come on guys, this don't have to be. This don't has to be, this is just, it's normal. There are healthy people and there are unhealthy people. So what? Seriously, so what? This is just my opinion on this topic, and I think it's really great that Trina started the discussion. This is something that was really not discussed, and now I think that there is going to be a little thing. Down below in her comments there are discussions, and I just love this. I just love it because I think one day it will maybe make the world a better place. We have so many bad things. Why this too? There is no reason for. We can just live all together, happy, accepting each other. And when you can't accept disabled people and you don't want them to be your friends, that's okay, but you don't have to think that they're worth less than you. Well, I'm not saying that everyone is like that, but there are a lot of people, and this is a really sad thing. In my opinion, it's just... So guys, what do you think on this topic? I know that there are not a whole lot of people who are thinking like this. Well, at least where I live, I know a lot of people who think that disabled people are worth less than able people. I also have some of those as friends, and we have a few discussions because you see my point and they're on this totally different side, and there's just room for a lot of discussions. But yeah, what do you think on this topic? What is your opinion? And yeah, write them down below in the comments. Also check out Trina's video, I'll link it down below in the info box. I'll also link her channel, and we'll see you in the comments. Bye!